Hey guys, we're back. Uh, Here's the old finished Santa that I did, and here's the one we're working on. I'm gonna put this back up on the counter. Off camera, I went in and I finished up this side here, and I started to work on the fur all around here. And what we're just gonna do, we're just gonna go in and we're gonna finish up this side here. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take me a number 11, and I'm going to come in and start this fur right in here. And you just go in and make little divot cuts like that. Can you see that all right there, Peyton?
Yep.
All right. And I went around and did it over here so I wouldn't bore you with it, or so it wouldn't take so long. But you just go in and run these cuts together. They look better when they're run together rather than spread apart. Like that right there. Now let's finish putting the hair in. If you notice how I do a little sweep, kind of a little S sweep. I always talk about that, and I come in and I just kind of start sweeping away like that at it. You can turn it different ways, and you just want to get away from that straight look. Like that right there. Just about got this hair in here. And I say these are little S cuts. They're just not straight, and then you want them curved. Now, when I get that in, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna sit that gouge down, and I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna make some separations at the bottom of this hair just to kind of break up that look and give it some shadow. Just like that right there. And now I'm going to take a V-tool, and right here where I did this right in here with the fur, I'm going to continue this around the collar, on around, over the shoulder, like that there. And I'm going to come in right in there where I drew my line and make me a little V cut. Like that right there. Now, I'm going to put that V down, and I'm going to come in right in here, and I'm going to make me a stop cut along that cut where I made the V, where the V-tool cut. And I'm going to cut back against that to make that fur stand out a little bit more than what it is. And you want to kind of tuck it up under there. And give it some shadow. And I got a little little chip cut right in there. I'm going to take that out with my knife blade. Now, what I'm going to do is go in with my number 11 again, and I'm going to put this fur in. Along this collar. And it's just little divot cuts. Just something to break up the smoothness. And this little gouge, it textures this enough to make it look like fur, I think. It's not necessary you use this small gouge. You could take a larger gouge and just put some carve marks in there, and that could kind of look like fur, but I like using this and really putting in this fur. Okay, now right in here, I'm gonna take my V again, and I'm gonna come right in here and put in this little cuff right in here, and we'll have to go in and texture that too. But while we're at it, let's go down here and while we're using this V tool, let's outline these lines here where the fur is on this top of this boot. And this is going to be the last video on this Santa. But the next one I'm going to paint the Santa. So you'll see how I mix my paints and well, it won't be this one. It'll be the one I've showed you already, because it's already been sealed in linseed oil. And like that one right there. That's the one I'm going to paint. But anyway, let's put that back up and continue what I'm doing here. What are we looking at on time there, Peyton? How much time we got there?
Got about 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
About 12.
12 minutes, okay. Okay, while we're there, let's, since I made those cuts there, I want to come in and make me a stop cut right across there, and I'm going to start tucking this in a little bit. Tucking them pant legs down in that boot. Come on the back side and do it also. And you just kind of make you a stop cut along where you made your V cut and cut back up against there. And it just raises that little fur area up. Like that right there. Now, we got here, I got to put this little cut in right here. This is going to develop my heel. I'm going to turn it around here and it's just a small little cut right there like that. Now we want to go in and put the sole of the shoe in. And where I've got these lines drawn, I'm going to cut kind of right up above that a little bit and put in the sole of that boot rather. And you follow your line on around. And this is a number 3, 3mm number 11. I use this tool quite a bit. Now, once I got that in there, I'm going to go back over that with my V, just to kind of enhance that cut a little bit. And come on around and get that cut in. Now, while we're there, let's put in some folds right in here. We're going to put in some folds on this arm right here, like we did over here. And I like to do this with a little number 11. Not much. Like that. Now, we do have to tuck this part of the sleeve into that cuff. Like that. A little bit more right in there. And we got to go in and texture this too, like we did on the coat. And just put in those little divot marks. And it's not much here. It just takes a little bit. But you want to run them together. Like that right in there. Oh, we got to do it right here too. And this is well, that's pretty simplistic Santa. I mean, it's not real hard. And just take your time and run, like I say, run these things together. What's the time looking like there, Peyton?
Got about 7 minutes.
Oh, okay. I'm doing good down there. All right. I got that in there now. I've got some little folds in here I'm going to put in there. And what I like to do, I come over here and put me a little stop cut right in there. And take me out a little wedge, just to kind of give it a fold look. And then I'm going to take my knife blade and kind of roll me some wrinkles in this sleeve right in here, just to put some facets in there. And then you want to come down this way a little bit and kind of roll that blade like that right there. Now we got to go in and put the fur on this boot right here. And it's not much to this in here. Okay, that's pretty much the carved Santa, but I do have to carve this little base here for you. I'm going to go in and I take a 1/4 inch number 9 and I just kind of put me some little jagged cuts in here. I don't go just some carved marks in there like that. You can separate them, then carve back over them. Like that right there. And the back's the harder part. How we doing on time there, Peyton?
You got about 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Okay. Now, I'm not one who generally sands, but if you wanted a smooth look, I go in. This is an Abernet sanding cloth. It's a mesh sanding cloth. It's not. You can go in and get the fuzzies off with this stuff. I use it sometimes, but when I do that, I'll go back in over it and I'll take the. This is a little deer antler that I've got. I'll go in and I'll kind of burnish that wood with this deer antler just to smooth it up some. And it just kind of gives it a smooth look. I don't know if they can see that on camera, but I like to share this a little bit. I use this a little bit just to, and also it smashes the pores on the wood. But anyway, like that. I do see a little part right here. I'm going to go in and make a separation. Right in here, I want a little bit of shadow where this beard is. Right in there is where I put that shadow. Now, right up in here, I've got some little splits. I need to do them over here on this mustache. And I think we're going to be pretty much finished up then on this guy. I go in, make me a cut right there, and then and this is just a little wedge cut. And cut back against that. And it opens that little mustache up a little bit more. Like that right there. Now, right in here, I've made some small cuts. I like to go in and kind of break up the bottom of this beard and put me some shadow cuts underneath there like that right there. And it just gives it a little bit more shadow. Makes the interest a little bit better. But I think we're about at the time, right, Peyton?
Yep.
Okay. He's pretty much finished. Like I said, this one here I'm going to paint on the next video, and I didn't do it on this one here. I went ahead and underneath I made some those gouge marks underneath there. I haven't done it here, but I will. But guys, with that, this is a little fun Santa to do. So until the next video, everyone have a good one, and we'll see you on the next YouTube. We'll see you later. Bye. How much time?